Thickening up. So there are two different directions that you can go with having some raw tracks in front of you. You're going to either be trying to use your mix to thicken up those tracks because they're not thick enough, they're kind of thin and kind of weak, or you're going to be trying to thin them out because they're too thick and they're fighting with each other. So we're going to talk a lot more about what I mean by thick and thin and tracks fighting with each other, and you'll see as we progress with this. But here's an example of a mix where what I've done is deactivated all of the processing, and here we just have the raw mix. And it's kind of thin, it's kind of weak, and it really needs some thickening up. So let's have a listen to what it sounds like before.
There's a woman running in the park, trying so hard to get away.
So you can hear how the drums are kind of weak. The bass is okay there, but the guitars are kind of lost in the background a little bit, and the vocal is kind of just thin and stuck there in the middle. Okay, so now let's activate all of these, all of the processing and routing that's occurring here. And now let's listen to it now that it has been thickened up.
There's a woman running in the park, trying so hard to get away. Man behind her's running in the dark. He's trying to make her stay.
Okay, notice how the kick drum is much bigger now. The guitar is more prominent. The vocal is wider, kind of fills across the whole stereo image.
That's what'll happen to you and me if we can agree. Kevin's never
Okay,
seen.
so you can see how what we've done is we've taken these tracks that were kind of thin, kind of weak, and we've thickened them up. And so the way to thicken up those tracks are a lot of these tools, using reverb, using delay, using EQ, using compression. A lot of additive EQ is going to help you thicken things up, and a lot of negative EQ, or taking things away, or subtractive EQ, is going to help you thin things out. So in a second we'll take a look at an example of the opposite, where we have thicker tracks that need to be thinned out in our mix. But this was an example of thickening up your mix.